how did that end? Was it your mom, which was playing when you were growing up? Yeah, how did you end up being this person who, is covering Lionel Richie and Seal like flawlessly,
Wow, thank you. I would definitely have to give props to my parents. I grew up with some very eclectic musical influences. My dad, he's an engineer, but he wanted to actually go into music as a sound engineer. So because of that, his taste was quite varied. And as a result, we grew up listening to all sorts of things, from like your Kenny Rogers to Kenny G to like, of course, the Seal and the Lionel Richie.
Yes.
And that brought quite a bit of range. But more than that, I think what really changed is the way my parents interpreted music. My dad loved making mixtapes for my mom. And so we had like a drawer full of cassettes.
Oh, that's so lovely.
And each of them just had notes. So it would be like from Ken to Sarah with Love. And then each of them would have like different themes and whatnot. So it was a very great way to understand how music can be used as a message.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the most romantic thing I've heard in a long time.
Like, yo, like...
I used to think it was a movie thing, like, oh, someone makes you a mixtape. I used to think it's a thing in the movies. It turns out it's happening in real life.
For me, the thing that really fascinates me about that is that it's your folks who are doing it, and the fact that they were not hiding these stories. African parents have this whole thing of, you will never know how we met.
Yeah.
Like we found each other in this house.
Exactly. And you appeared out of nowhere.
And you appeared out of nowhere. But, for them actually, entering, allowing you to enter that world of theirs, has that made you a little bit of a romantic? How do you view the world when it comes to stuff like that, especially with your parents' story?
I think it does make me a romantic, but more so from the point of it's important to be brave and to be courageous and authentic in the way you share your feelings. It makes me not want to shy away from sharing a good thing with people, or from saying, hey, actually, I really like how you did this.
Yeah.
Even outside of like a romantic relationship kind of context.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing to have, because it's so easy to talk down on things or to suppress emotions, but having people who are open about how they feel and stay true to that, it does quite a bit.
Man.
I love that. Being true to yourself. Does it ever feel sometimes like you're afraid of the tag of like being a cover artist? Does it ever feel like, and because it was the thing that propelled you and put you in people's phones and living rooms and everything, do you sometimes feel like, I don't want to be a cover artist, or I don't want to be, identified as a cover artist?
Right, yeah, that's actually true. I think there's a tension that's tricky to navigate, because on the one hand, being a cover artist is great. You get to share songs that people love with them and give it a new spin. So you meet them where they are. But on the other hand, sometimes it feels limiting, because I do have my own songs.
Yes.
It's just harder that now when I start singing my own songs, someone will be like, oh, that's not what I know you for.
Right.
But for now, I really am appreciative of it, because I still see it as a stepping stone.
Yes.
Covers are a really great way to learn from the greats, to see what they did and like how they worked through their own songs. And already even just having an audience allows me to start transitioning towards my own original.
Absolutely.
Nice.
And I think sometimes people might take a minute to adjust, but the adjustment will always happen, because at the end of the day, it's how you make them feel, right?
Yeah.
And we always grow with people, and growing with an artist is one of the best feelings. I think personally, I love growing with an artist, and being like, you know what, I've been listening to you since day one.
That's true.
You always feel so
close to them.
You're my person.
Yeah.
What does growth look like for you in this space?